All right, so I have not touched anything about this anime for quite a while. I know I've just, yeah, after finishing like basically all of the anime, I just kind of, did AMVs and MADs, and then after that, that was pretty much it. So now I'm gonna just try and start it back up. I know there's still some subscribers that I have, at least from the Toaru series, because yeah, it's pretty much was, yeah, it was that and Fate. They kind of helped me grow a little bit. So yeah, it's like why I just stopped doing Toaru. So yeah, let me just try and start it back up, especially like how I'm doing the rap reactions and songs again. Yeah, at least for anime version, from Rustage and all that. So yeah, just start it back up, see where it goes, and if it doesn't work, then at least I tried again, right? Um, but other than that, yeah, let's just start it off. Why not with Imagine Breaker, right? My boy Toma. Yeah, just do a little explained video, and yeah, if you guys want me to, I'll just go back to the AMVs and all that, right? But it's like, yeah, might as well look at an explained video instead of just looking at AMVs and all, when literally I don't even understand what's going on. But other than that, hey man, let's just get this thing started. Hope you guys will enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let's just see how this goes. Alright, so we got a little intro here. And yeah, I'll leave the links to the video and the channel in the description. But yeah, look at that, I'm back.
If you look back at my most
Back with
popular
that
video,
Toaru.
you will remember I made a video about the details of what is inside Toma's right arm.
Yeah, because that was
And
crazy
while
when
I'm
that
glad
first
it was
happened. Or
successful,
when I first saw
I
that.
don't like the video. It wasn't scripted. My editing sucked completely back then, as I was using a tablet, not a computer, and I rushed the video to get it out on time for the Railgun T episode where the dragons
That was
appear.
crazy.
So,
Yeah.
if I made that video higher quality, I'm convinced I could have gotten even more views or subscribers from it. So that's why I say I don't like it, even though it was so successful.
Hey man, that's why
So
you
to
improve.
compensate for that,
Hey
I have
man.
decided to make a video similar to that one, but focusing solely
Fix your
on
errors
Imagine
and all
Breaker.
that.
None of that dragon or invisible thing bullshit. Just plain old Imagine Breaker. So, what is Imagine Breaker?
From
Well,
New
this
Testament?
video
Well,
will
I don't
have
even
spoilers
mind
from New
that.
Testament, obviously, so past the anime where Index 3 left off. So obviously you don't want to watch if you don't like spoilers. Luckily we know a lot more about Imagine Breaker than we did, say, 5 years ago, so this won't be just a clickbait theory video. I will present the hard facts of what Imagine Breaker is first, that has been confirmed so far, and then afterwards I have a tiny little theory about Imagine Breaker, which is basically more details about it, so hopefully you will find that interesting. Anyway, let us begin. If you are somehow unaware, Imagine Breaker is the mysterious and special ability located in the right hand of the main protagonist,
Yep.
Kamijo Toma. It has the power to negate any supernatural power, whether it be magic or science related, with few exceptions. It is also stated to be able to negate the blessings of God and even the red string of fate. So Imagine Breaker is not an Esper power nor a magic ability. However, it is closely connected to the magic side. The counterpart of Imagine Breaker, Will Rejector, was actually subconsciously created by the magic gods. This also implies Imagine Breaker was created in a similar way or the same way. This makes more sense due to the fact that Imagine Breaker represents the hopes and dreams of magicians. But what does that even mean? How does it represent the dreams of magicians when it is so effective at negating magic?
Yeah.
Or being an anti-magical weapon in a way? It makes no sense. Well, actually, Imagine Breaker is connected to the original world, or the original phase of the universe, known as the Pure World, that existed before even magic.
Okay.
Magicians can freely distort the world around them, as Imagine Breaker is the lifeline to revert everything to how it originally was, without supernatural phenomena. So it justifies the use of magic by magicians without too much concern of the magicians by ruining the world around them with their magic. They always have that lifeline in the form of a magic breaker to change everything before they fucked it up, basically. But it also represents the fear of all magicians too, as it destroys magic and negates fate itself. As revealed later in the novels, due to the countless phases or layers of reality that cover the universe, the supernatural phenomena as a result of magic cause the phases to interfere with each other, making all events predetermined or fated. And Imagine Breaker has the ability to nullify this side effect of magic. Only beings such as magic gods or Iwas can actually create phases, but magic gods are incapable of destroying or reverting phases. They can only add new layers of reality to overlap upon the world or universe. But by using Imagine Breaker like how Ophinis wanted to, or at the end of her arc, where she restored Toma's phase, the world we're all familiar with in a certain magical index, it's possible to use Imagine Breaker to restore any previous phase, or even revert the world back to the pure world beyond phases.
Yeah, that
Because
power is
of Imagine
crazy.
Breaker's connection to the pure world, it also means it is heavily connected to the science side in addition to the magic side. The pure world is called pure simply because of the absence of magic entirely.
Yeah, okay.
It is therefore unsurprising then why Aleister Crowley needed Imagine Breaker so badly for his plan, as he wished to restore the pure world in order to end predeterminism of the world caused by the phases, so that people can live accordingly to their own desires and everyone having equal opportunities in life, free of fate and destiny. By using Imagine Breaker in conjunction with Iwas, Aleister hoped to destroy the phases using Iwas as an avatar, and then using Imagine Breaker to restore the pure world or keep it intact. Imagine Breaker has likely existed in most points in history, and it transfers itself to another person or object if the wielder, owner, or host dies. This was likely why Imagine Breaker disappeared when Samuel Mathers was killed by Aleister, as Mathers was the owner of Imagine Breaker at that point in time, even though Aleister did steal it from the temple. Imagine Breaker supposedly has a form of a conscience and decides who would be the best host to wield it. Before Imagine Breaker found itself within Toma, it used to be the right hand of an unknown saint. Then it was later discovered by Mathers and was stored in the Isis Urania temple of the Golden Dawn, referred to as the Treasure of Blythe Road, which hints at its power and importance to the Cabal. At this point in time, the year 1900 to be exact, Imagine Breaker took the form of an arrow with a tip shaped like a
Yeah,
hand.
we can see
And
that.
during the Battle of Blythe Road in the same year, Aleister stole the arrow for himself and used it to kill both Westcott and Mathers. When it disappeared though, Aleister knew he had to find a way to track down Imagine Breaker to use for his plans, as he was unsure where or when it would reappear in the world. So Aleister built Academy City as a way to attract Imagine Breaker to him almost 50 years after the events of Blythe Road when he first formed the city. Imagine Breaker is also heavily implied to be acting as a seal for the powers within Toma's
Oh
right
yeah,
arm.
the seal,
Well,
yeah.
I won't be discussing those powers in this video, like I already said. Now, onto my theory about Imagine Breaker that you might find interesting. So, we know that Imagine Breaker was once in the body of a saint, but that saint was never named, which is peculiar. I believe the saint it belonged to was in fact Christian Rosenkreuz. While Rosenkreuz was not exactly a saint, I know, he was considered to have been either Saint Lazarus or Saint John in his previous life, which would then make the theory more plausible. But why Rosenkreuz? Just because right now in the novels we are getting a lot of Rosicrucian references doesn't necessarily mean that Imagine Breaker is also related to that. Well, if you remember back to the Battle of Blythe Road and the Isis Urania temple, inside the vault of the temple in Index was the arrow, right? As it was the treasure of the Golden Dawn. But the Battle of Blythe Road was also a real event, but very different to the version we see in Index, as the real battle, well, it wasn't really a battle to begin with, it was more a confrontation between Alistair and the famous Irish poet W.B. Yeats, who was also a member of the Golden Dawn. And inside the vault was not the arrow, but allegedly the tomb of Christian Rosenkreuz, which Alistair was tasked by Mathers to steal by breaking into the temple. But in New Testament 18, it is referred to as an armory instead of a vault, nevertheless. Rosenkreuz is not mentioned at all during the volume, which I find kinda interesting that Komachi would decide not to, considering the later importance of the Rosicrucians, or Komachi simply wanted to cut Rosenkreuz out of the volume, as he did change a lot of the history behind the Battle of Blythe Road considerably. So what do you think about my theory? I still think we have plenty of information about Imagine Breaker now, so it's much clearer
getting
to
onto
be able
something.
to understand what it actually is. Although, with the powers inside it, we just seem to get more questions instead of answers, so I pray to God we get some answers soon in Genesis Testament. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, if you are into Index or Railgun, as I upload
Yeah, I'm definitely
regularly
into
about the
that.
series, so sub if you haven't already, that helps out my channel massively, and I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, so yeah, that should be it for this one here. So yeah, I mean, he's getting onto something there. I mean, I gotta see yet again, like, yeah, when this came out. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he'll have the answer now. But yeah, I like that. Yeah, making his own theory, seeing things getting connected, chapters and all that. And yeah, that's what I kind of like about Toaru and Fate. You know, it's whether it has to deal with like religion or, you know, mythology and all that. Yeah, I just like that, right? You know, I may not know anything about too much of it, depending on what type of religion or whatever it is, but I do like how they tie in things like that. You know, it's not just simply this or that. Like, no, they actually have deep story in it, or at least a deep backstory to it, and you can actually go back to certain events in time, right? And actually connect that with this. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's not like something just simple religion, right? Like, you know, Christianity, you know, it's not like something related to just God and Jesus, right? And like, no, there's actually probably something even more deep than that with Christianity. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, not something that you pretty much will already know. Like, no, there's actual story behind it, and may use certain people or characters, whatever settings from that religion to actually like you know, make that story or help out with the story. But overall, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I do remember, yeah, hearing about him making the Academy City. Yeah, sorry if I don't remember too. I mean, I pretty much remember everything, but yeah, there's just some things. But I do remember Alistair, yeah. That and the seal. Yeah, that seal. Because he could, I mean, there's a lot of power that I guess they still, yeah, because I don't know what's going on in New Testament, but yeah, there's still a lot of power that I haven't even seen them use yet, or at least looked at through those pages or anything. So yeah, and then how it could just basically be sealed right now. But I get it now, yeah, the pure world, and then yeah, seeing this girl all the time, right? What was her name? Yeah, I'm not even gonna try, but it starts with a like Ophius or something. Yeah, Well, yeah, perfect. Here we go. Yeah, I just see her all the time and like the AMVs and stuff. And I know some people were explaining it to me like way back when, but yeah, now like actually hearing about the pure world and then how Imagine Breaker takes away the magic and all that. Yeah, we already know that it negates all of that. But the pure world didn't have all of that. So now we see why technically um, it could be like a blessing or something, or just something good basically. um, at least for that world, or at least getting back to that world, you know like, yeah, no magic, no science or whatever. Yeah, it don't even matter, just none of the extra right? All the fantasy and all that. No, just simple real world, regular humans walking, no experiments like the and I usually get this mixed up because I look at Attack on Titan, Misaka Network, right? None of that. Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, there pretty much still be like experiments, but yeah, not like that. But overall, yeah, I like this. And yeah, I'm gonna just try and get back into Toaru, yeah, because it's just like, yeah, it was mostly just the New Testament, and yeah, I mean, I'll read it, right? But it's just like, yeah, we don't got anything else, and yeah, here we go with the explain, because I'm already looking at Fate, explained videos or some type of video explaining characters and stuff, so might as well just do it here now. Now that I already have like experience with that, and yeah, just go from there. But other than that, that should be it. Yeah, I got to at least learn a little bit more about Imagine Breaker, at least from the New Testament. Yeah, that's all like new season stuff, right? But I don't even know when that season's coming out. So yeah, I mean, I'll try and stay updated, because yeah, if Toaru comes out with anime, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get on that. Because yeah, I like this series. Yeah, it's definitely something like Fate that kind of just changed me. Like, yeah, one of the first too. So I was reacting to it, but then it's like, yeah, it's not like how I'm doing it now. To where I'm actually like, yeah, trying to understand it more. Not saying I wasn't trying to then, but it's just like I'm really trying to make like a good reaction, and yeah, it's just a lot, right? And just like him, yeah, he said he couldn't make a good was it video on the dragons before, and yeah, hey man, you could just see, yeah, he's improved with the editing and all that quality. I mean, I don't know how it looked like before, but I mean, I'm seeing something good here, right? As a result of just basically looking back at his videos and yeah, just fixing what he needed to do. But other than that, hope you guys did enjoy. Yeah, I'm gonna just end this off here before it gets too long. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe again, and I'll just see you guys in the next one.